as an artist, you have to make sure you build your own leverage, which is something that will help you to be seen, which is something that will help you to get into the room, you know.
Powerful.
Guys don't understand that it's always about leverage, you know. Whether you're trying to sign a deal, whether you're trying to get picked by a gallery, it's always going to be a leverage chat. Like, what have you done for yourself for us to believe in you that much that we want to put you on our platform?
Powerful, bro.
So it has to be you first. So that doesn't need money. It doesn't need a lot of things. It just needs you to believe in yourself as much as you want everyone else to believe in yourself. If you have a clothing brand and I don't see any piece of that item on you, I don't believe you, bro. Because you don't even believe it that much to wear it. You know, you have to wear that thing every day, bro.
Lesego Mateki2Shoes Mohapi is a South African multimedia DJ, producer, designer, and painter. Moving between Johannesburg and Amsterdam, he treats sound, style, and canvas as one language, pulling from streetwear and creating slang that travels through the culture and translating late-night club energy into warm percussive sets. Known as the street concierge, Mateki is a connector and a bridge between disciplines. Did you see, what are your thoughts on the whole speeds, whole trip here coming down?
I mean, it was cool, but it's like, I feel like the guys who were organizing that stuff, they set up a lot of these creator kids, you know?
Yeah.
They set them up because they invited them to come do this as like, yo, Speed is inviting you, but Speed never really invited them. The guy just came.
It was just part of the production.
Just part of the production,
and
and it's like, it was guys taking chances, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of corruption also with that shit, bro. There's guys getting paid to bring Speed to their positions.
Yeah.
Like the guy who was actually running that stream, because I met him, because I was speaking to the one guy who actually told me that Speed is coming. I was like, yo, link up with the guy. We're going to be here. I went to go link up with them. But the guys who were tasked the team to manage him here, Cape Town specifically, was the worst team, bro. Because those guys, first of all, they wanted to be in the stream themselves as a production team. So they ended up being in the stream themselves, which is cool. They did it. They did their thing. But now they set up all the bros, bro. All the bros came, you know, guys were respected in SA, but they had to go through that kind of humiliating thing, you know?
Yeah. But it's cool because I feel like the people know, man. Like,
people know, No, but people
everybody
don't know that.
Knows, man.
People think that people ran after Speed, you know? They don't know that people actually got texted days before, like, bro, Speed's gonna be here, Speed's gonna be here, Speed's gonna be here. And all these guys thought it was through Speed's team, but it wasn't. So
I think if anything, it's a positive thing because it's like it was dope to see like how quickly teams could come together. It was dope to see how like Pops pulled a whole bunch of people together. It was dope to see. And you know what? Some people got mised, but we all know what's what, you know? Yeah. And if there's a spotlight on it, it's great. And that's all that matters. But you know what? The thought that did run through my head, I was like, yo, if Mateki2Shoes did this,
it would be crazy, yeah.
You know, just with the South African, the respect we show people in general as South Africans.
Yeah.
You know, just the way we're able to like understand different cultures and just the way we would move in different circles. And I'm sure in many ways that's what your life is like.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Except you're not mising people for fun.
No,
and it's like there's respect.
We're not mising people. I mean, it does get annoying sometimes, but
Yeah.
you don't mise people. That's not what
Exactly.
you do. You know, you try your best to meet up the boys.
100%.
Engage somehow. You know?
What brings you to Cape Town, bro?
Damn. What brings you to Cape Town? They found us, bro. That's why I'm here. These guys found us. So we're in Cape Town, running the country, bro. You know, I was doing a few gigs. I was doing a few shows. You know, I was helping a lot of guys with their shows. And I'm just here for holiday, but I've never actually had a holiday, so I'm probably gonna go on holiday.
Incredible, bro. Okay. Did you hit first Thursday last night?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, amazing.
The outside,
amazing.
man. I was out with coffee.
Oh, for real,
Coffee
bro.
came on the street. Shout out to Black Coffee. So
Crazy.
we was on the streets. We went to Desiree Show. Then we went to the street. Souk. Did the whole 9 yards. It was vibes.
Incredible,
Shout out
bro.
to the OG, man.
Incredible, bro. And I'm so happy to do this, bro. We've been chatting for a while, man. It's like
good.
It's incredible.
It's been a long coming.
So,
long time
broski,
coming.
First question, if you had like a dinner party and let's say there's industry people around and there's people, maybe some sponsors, something, you know, there's like people like you're in the right room, you know, you strike me as the guy who's always in the right room, you know? So let's say we're in those places and someone asks you what you do for a living, you know, being someone who's like a multidisciplinary artist, how do you best answer that question?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit stupid the way I answer, but I say I'm a button presser. You know, I press any button that needs to be pressed. You know, within the legal lines. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do a lot of stuff. So I kind of put it in one group and say I'm a button press. I've created my own little.
No, I love that,
it,
bro.
like,
I love that, bro, because it talks to DJing, it talks to different things that you're involved with, so it makes a lot of sense, bro. I love that, bro. Tell me, if I turn on Netflix, right, and I'm watching the documentary of your life one day, maybe in 10 years or 5 years or whenever it happens, you know, or it's on Apple TV, and then, you know, the show starts, we see A24 Productions.
Think about
that, you know what I mean?
Shout out to A24.
And then what would be that opening scene to your story, bro? What would that introduction be like?
I mean, it would be me being around my family a lot. My mom and dad were very into music. A lot of CDs, a lot of just albums in the house. So I guess that's how it starts, bro. Me listening to music that my parents are playing in the house, you know, and kind of getting inspired. I mean,
what were they listening to, bro?
Damn. Peter Tosh. My dad was into Peter Tosh. Roberta Flack. My mom was into Roberta Flack. Wow. I know she'd be shocked hearing this. Like, how do you remember this? I do. Roberta Flack, she was into that. Yeah, like those type of vibes, you know, very jazzy, very jazzy, actually, yeah.
Incredible. But no one else did music or painted or did any other stuff in the art?
I mean, I have my great aunt. She used to be like a classical pianist. She still is. You know, she's very old now, but she was one of the people who kind of also traveled for the first time during apartheid, doing music shows. I didn't know this, but I know this now. So she was in it, but she was like my great aunt, you know, she was like my dad's aunt. You know?
It's in your blood.
Yeah, it's in your blood. It's in there, bro. Big
incredible
vibes.
Bro. And when would you say is like the first time maybe that the creative realms in some way, shape or form crossed your path? Would it be music first?
It would be music first, you know. Okay. I grew up with Avakian, so I was friends with Casper. Shout out to I grew up with Cass and them, you know, and as you know, Cass blew up. He did his thing and we were still very young. So through that, we're all kind of interested in the music industry somehow, you know. But I guess him going in kind of it kind of made it possible for all the bros around us that time that, you know, this is something that's possible and something you can pursue, you know. And from there, it just went crazy. Like from high school, I immediately went straight into music, studying music, sound engineering, all of that. And from that, I went straight into the industry, bro. I never actually did like no small jobs in between. I went straight into it.
Straight in. Did you ever go to the 60s? Party then?
Into the 60s a lot. I used to sneak into this. How you know what the 60s?
Bro, my first gig I ever did was there was like a party one of the brands used to do at the Lion King Studios there. I think Glenn used to host.
Yeah, it's called
I forgot what it's called. It's called. And had that small swimming pool and had this like.
That's where Michael Jackson used to come to.
And there was one of the first gigs that booked me. I think I was 16 years old, and I got there to my fucking. It was like raining. It was one of my first shows.
Crazy?
Bro. Yeah.
I think I was there, bro, because I think this is the same time Anati came.
Yeah.
Was Anati there?
I think like I'd done it for a few years. I think everybody was there at some point in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it was sick, man. But I went to a lot of those, man.
Yeah, and 60s was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. 60s was too crazy. We went to a lot of them, and until 160s, we had a crazy one where we lost a few of our friends to an accident, and that's when we stopped going to the 60s. Really, but you know, 60s was like, there was always something with it. But it was a hell of a party. I wouldn't even care.
It's crazy, bro. It was one of the first shows where I was just like, got this massive reception from people. It's like, they didn't care, like that they didn't know me. It was like, and it was like people, I was performing in the rain. People came out in the rain. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. The vibes,
that party was so crazy. People used to drive from all over the place to come there, bro.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. So now tell me, bro, like then you obviously go from... you have told your life story on quite a lot of parts and you've done it a lot of justice. So I don't want to sort of get stuck there too much. But if you high level took us through, so you used to obviously roll with, you're from the school of Casper in some way, shape or form.
We came alive and we started working with Family Tree. And, you know, like Family Tree was kind of our introduction into the industry. You know?
Exactly.
Cass started from his first album. And
so how do you know when to pivot, bro? How do you know, like, okay, I've been rolling with this team. I've been rolling with Gemini. I've been rolling with this team. When's that first sort of conscious thought of like, How do you know when it's time? Like, is it a feeling? Is it a moment? Is it something? How do you see the gap?
I mean, to be honest, with me, it was kind of a COVID thing, but it was also like a pre-thing because before COVID, I've always been doing everything I'm doing now, you know. Just that I was in that hip-hop school, it wasn't really something that was looked at. I've always made house, you know. I've always been making house since I was 18, 19, bro. Like from the beginning, you know. I've always painted. I've always done it in the back. That was like my way of kind of relaxing at home because we used to have a studio in the house, and that's how I know so many artists. So we used to have a studio in the house when Gemini was peaking basically as a producer in Africa, right? And so all these different artists came to our house every day, bro. Different artists every day. So from that, kind of built my network, but I was still doing what I was doing. And the guys who knew me from then, they'll tell you too. Like, I remember Cool Cat used to walk in the house and find me painting. And like, yo, what? You paint? Okay, do this. Or someone will walk in and find me in studio before they work. And I'm making some crazy house. I'm like, bro, what are you making? You know, so it's always been there. Just that when COVID happened for us, that's when, you know, we all started playing Warcraft, and the Warcraft started getting boring now. Like, oh, okay, what are we doing with our lives? And for me, it's like, that's what I realized. Damn, I've been doing all this stuff. Maybe it's time to kind of showcase all the stuff now, you know. And from there, yeah.
Incredible. Just like maybe some time to introspection, and then you're maybe this is the gap I need to fill. And then
exactly. Also, we were so used to getting so much money from tour, it just stopped, right? And we were like, okay, cool. This dream is gone, but now what's happening next? But for me, going back to that wasn't an option. I was like, okay, I'd rather go start my own thing, start the paintings, think about exhibitions, started thinking about a lot of stuff that I wouldn't usually think about in the group I was in before. You know? Which is a good thing still.
So, and today you do so many things. Let's go through it. You paint, you make music, your concierge services. I feel like anyone who lands in the country, they phone you first. You know, there's like your design elements. You've got an eye for all these different disciplines. How are you jumping between them, bro? Is it basically whatever project you're working on, or is it I'm tired of doing this, I feel like doing this? Is it how are you like jumping between them?
I mean, to be honest, before it was exactly that. I was just jumping between things left and right, you know. And I started working with my manager Anna, and she's very structured, and she kind of puts everything in place for me, you know, like in terms of time management. Because for me, that's the most important thing, you know, how you manage your time through what you do, right? And doing so many things, it's gonna be distractions, bro. It's gonna be a time where you, like me, I hyper focus on things. So if I'm hyper focused on music, the art will suffer a bit. You know? But then someone will be there like, yo, don't forget we still have to do that exhibition, we still have to do this, we have to finish this work. So I guess not necessarily management, but time management for me is what makes everything make sense, you know. And yeah, obviously they're gonna suffer, but at least you're trying to manage it, you know. So for 100%. Me, it's cool. Still working out nicely right now. I'm not really suffering with a lot of it, so I feel like I'm good.
Incredible, bro. Yeah. That is like what it takes. It's the time management. It's that schedule between the things, and let's make sure we're giving everything a little bit of time that it needs, you know.
It's like make sure everything is pushed every now and then, just to make sure, you know. As long as something is moving for me, I'm like, okay, I'm good. Even if I come back to it next week, as long as I've done stuff every now and then, at some point I get to a point where I'm like, okay, this is done. So maybe I can start exhibiting this, or maybe start thinking about dropping this, or start showing this, you know?
Incredible. What would you say gives you the most fulfillment, bro, out of all of them? Or music. is it just is it music?
No,
wow, that was a quick answer.
It's 100% music, bro.
Really, bro?
Not even gonna beat around the bush. It's always been music for me.
What do you produce on? What DAW do you use?
I use Logic.
Yeah.
I mean, Logic is my favorite, to be honest.
Crazy,
I can use Logic. I can use Cubase. I can use.
My guy, I'm also Cubase. Let's go, baby. Come on, Cubase.
I can use Fruity Loops, but I don't really like Fruity Loops. It's too busy, bro. Too busy there's too many things you're not supposed to do with it. So I'm like, cool. I'm cool on Logic though. I started doing it on Pro Tools. I started Pro Tools for 3 years, bro, and that was so hard, man.
Really, bro?
Pro Tools, bro, is the hardest thing to learn, bro, because you go through all these phases, and if you fail them through, and almost everyone always fails because there's so much stuff you have to take in to remember. So after that, I was like, okay, you know what? Shout out to Pro Tools. I did it. But I'm not gonna do that. It's too complicated. I'm like, Logic is like the
Logic's nice, bro. Logic's like you can produce on it, and it has like the world in which you can mix. That interface is
bro,
so fire, bro.
Edit film.
Yeah.
On Logic. Logic is too far for us right now.
100%. Oh, there's coffees here, bro. Hey Tristan, don't make sure you don't have the macadamia, my brother.
Hey, the macadamia will
Oh, they're saying, is it not listed on there?
Yeah. This one's that almond.
That's me.
That's
you.
There's the oat milk. I think that's the big one.
This is the oat milk.
Oh yes, sir.
So that's you, bro. Normal milk.
Shout out.
If you start feeling sick, my brother, just let us know, my brother. Inside show, baby. The coffees come. The still waters from the Kobo Mountains.
Yo, Kobo Mountains is crazy. I hear it. Okay, that's good.
So tell me, bro, in terms of music, do you feel like you can identify a hit record?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know what? I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't say I can identify a hit record, but I always know if a song's gonna do good.
Okay.
You know, like I would hear a song and I know, okay, this song might do good just because of how I take the song in, you know. Like Water was one of those songs by Tyler. I remember hearing Water for the first time in Amsterdam and I was like, I remember listening to it 3 times back to back. And in my head I was like, yo, this song's gonna move, you know, because why did I just listen to it 3 times in a row?
Crazy. So like the re-listening sort of value is like an indicator for you to go, okay, this is going to work. I don't really know how big the scope is, but I know it's going to work somewhere. If it's going to be a dope track in the club or, okay, dope.
Every song I've ever felt like that about,
you're right.
A big song. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, I wouldn't say yes, I know, but I know sometimes I'm like,
Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised, bro. I won't lie to you. There's been songs I was like, this one will never move.
Make it.
Boom,
Yeah,
number
move,
one. You're like, what? How? You know? So that's incredible, bro. I love it.
Also, that's like the other end of it. I have songs I think, this song, I don't know, and it goes crazy.
Yeah.
It depends what's happening.
And what's your process, bro? Are you starting? I know some people I chat to, they're like, I have to start with rhythm shakers. Some people I've spoken to on the show, they're like, I have to start with the bass line. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. To start with the bass line is crazy. What do you start with? What's your
I don't know, man. It's like, recently I've started doing songs differently. I started working on songs like in their true form. So if I'm working with let's say a vocalist, I'll make sure the vocalist makes a song how they would want to make it. If it's a 80 BPM song, let's make an 80 BPM song. Then from there, I'll take it to make it my own song.
Okay.
Then I'll go crazy with the song. And I saw like Avicii did the same thing, which kind of gave me inspiration. I'm like, oh, I'm not crazy, you know? Because I kind of like doing that for me. I feel like it gives the song more breathing power and it gives also the vocalist, whoever artist, just time to do it as organic as they want to do it.
Gives it the space that it needs.
Yeah.
I love that, bro. It's like the music's definitely,
Sorry, bro.
no worries. The music's definitely like the main driver, you know. Hey, are you sure you're not allergic to oat, my brother?
I'm good. I'm nice, man.
I love that, bro. I love that you say that because like it feels like the music is the anchor to all the other different creative realms that you're busy with, bro. That's super dope, man. What's one piece of work that you've created that feels like it comes from somewhere else?
It's a series I did. It's like a series of artworks I've made called Faces. It was actually my first.
Faces of Fire.
Yeah, it was my first exhibition ever in Amsterdam. Because I wanted to do an essay, but I was like, damn, essay, I like essay, but essay there's a lot of proving to do. You must always prove stuff to people. Like, you must always prove you can actually paint to a guy who doesn't paint. Like, bro, what am I proving this to you for? So for me, I was always like, I need to go outside to just do it organically, and people like it organically. That happened with Faces for me. And the reason is because of how I made it, like the way I painted those series. The technique I was using was just like, it was basically scribbling and taking scribbles and making art out of the scribbles,
Crazy, bro.
And I kind of got into that thing for like 2 years, like scribbling. I stayed with a homie of mine, Ishan. He used to see papers all over the house, like all these scribbles. I'm like, bro, don't worry, come. I'm thinking about something,
Yeah.
And at the end, it became a whole series that kind of did well, sold a lot of stuff. The homies bought a lot of stuff. A lot of my homies bought us bought a lot of artworks from that piece. So it was also like my first exhibition, my first art offering to the world, and it was good, you know. So yeah, that work for me was very. It was like I don't know how I did that, but I understand how I did that. You know?
Incredible, bro. Incredible. I love that, bro. I love that it's like it starts as almost like a freestyle, and then you build on that, and it like became something that was like you just channeled. It wasn't even like intentional, like, yo, I'm doing this thing with like 10 faces, and it's just like it just happened, and that's so dope, bro.
I didn't know what I'm like. That's serious. I never knew what I'm making before I made it. You know, it's
crazy, bro.
After I made it, I knew what it was.
I love that, bro. I love that. Chat to me about when we think financially, like what's bringing in the most money and all the different things you're doing, and how is that split, you know? Like,
I mean, right now it's kind of split between three things for me. It's like the business aspect of things, the stuff I just do business-wise.
What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, like shows, like events, all the stuff, you know all about the show, like doing the small little events here, working with brands here and stuff. I mean, brand work is bringing a lot of stuff also, a lot of money in terms of just the campaigns they want to do.
But it's brilliant because I feel like you merge this line between there are people who are influencers, and I definitely think you are a person of influence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that's the best way to explain it, because like it's the real thing, you know? It's someone who understands the culture, someone who's in it, someone who's creating in it, someone who's rising and falling in it, bro. You know, someone who's like in it.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I went through a back and forth in my head. I never liked the term influencer, you know, because I was like, yo, guys, this is more than influence. It's like
100%.
What's happening here is more than what you're putting me in, you know. But after a while, I understood why it's like that, you know, because you're working with a lot of young individuals. People are also like following the stuff. Like you're saying, for me also, I have a lot of people that are influenced by my lifestyle without me even trying to influence them, right? So that it just works hand in hand with the influencer badge.
But I
think, don't mind anymore.
But it's not even that. I think it's not influencer, it's person of influence. And I think that's the goal, you know?
I like that. That's a cool, I like that.
All right, bro. So the other two, you said the split between three. You've got the one that's like...
It was a business, obviously. So the business for me, I kind of mix it with the eventing, like all the kind of the design stuff. And then the influencer stuff, I put to one side also, like the brand work that I do with different brands under the influencer umbrella. And the other stuff is like, it's just like consulting and all those type of things, like working with different brands to create something, to make something. I guess it also falls under business, but for me, it's kind of its own stream because it happens in its own.
It's ideation. It's more just like
deciding what needs to happen or what can happen, where stuff to be done. So
you're not actually doing the work. I get it. You're the one you're consulting and you're giving ideas and you're sharing.
It's kind of like curating
strategies,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, I love that, bro. Yeah. And who would you say is like the most important artist in your existence? That can be. Feel free to give me a few. Like that can be someone who's impacted your taste. It can be
surely Black Coffee is one of them.
Definitely,
just because he's just a natural mentor to all of us without even trying to be. You know, it's like whether he's actively trying to be or not, he just is because of the doors he's opened and the stuff he does.
Definitely,
and also just the way he reels us into different things. For me, I look like that's one of the guys that's really holding it down for the younger generation. You know,
definitely.
Obviously, I used to look up to my homie RP Ricky. You know. That was one of the guys, you know, dead or alive. That guy is he's still running it.
God of goats, bro.
Yeah, he's still running it till today, bro. You know, there's still things that are happening today with me that he set up. There's things that are happening today with me that are happening because of our affiliation, all that, you know. So Ricky for sure, bro, 100%. So that's definitely the two I'll shoot around now. There's a lot of people, obviously, but it's kind of hard to think about how many.
Yeah. And I think you've mentioned a lot, the School of Casper. I think the big influence from Coffee are with you and so many people, bro, that come onto the show. His impact is really far, bro. And it's like, it's and it's real. It's not like, bro. You know, there's like, if people have had the honor, let me call it, to have interacted with him, it's like, that guy's as real as it gets. He's like, just like one of the best people, bro.
It was like he's really championing the essay
For real,
culture
bro.
for real, like it's out there, bro, you know.
Absolutely.
So yeah, nah, shout out to Coffee Jones, man.
Yeah. And shout out Ricky, man.
You know.
God, bro.
Come on.
Super important question, bro. Like, if someone is listening to us right now, and you know, like no two paths are the same, right? But let's say if a kid out there who's listening to us has all the talent, just doesn't have the access. What is the advice you give? And I'm going to ask you this question in a couple of different realms that you're involved with. So let's start with music.
I mean, the access with music, you know, for me, it's like, I guess it's going to be a broad answer, you know, like music, art, everything. It's kind of a trade exchange in a way, right? So as an artist, you have to make sure you build your own leverage, which is something that will help you to be seen, which is something that will help you to get into the room, you know.
Powerful.
Guys don't understand that it's always about leverage, you know, whether you're trying to sign a deal, whether you're trying to get picked by a gallery, it's always going to be a leverage chat. Like, what have you done for yourself for us to believe in you that much that we want to put you on our platform?
Powerful, bro.
So it has to be you first. So that doesn't need money. It doesn't need a lot of things. It just needs you to believe in yourself as much as you want everyone else to believe in yourself, right? And believe in you. So yeah, for me, it's leverage, bro. You have to build your own leverage, and that takes you building your own thing around your community, your people. That doesn't need money. That doesn't need a lot of things, bro. It just needs you to do it every day. And I know it sounds easy saying it, but it's not easy, yeah, but you have to do it at the end of the day.
That's a powerful answer, bro.
Yeah.
That's a powerful answer. Tell me, like, if we had to give people some practical advice, right? So tomorrow, let's say I take away all your followers, I take away all your influence, I take away all your lingo, I take away all your exhibitions, everything is gone, bro. And like tomorrow, you starting again. But you have the knowledge that you have right now. How do you start? Like, what's the practical advice? Are you like posting every day? Are you putting out a song every week, 2 weeks? Like, what is your strategy then?
Yo, so yeah, all of those, right? So you have to, for sure. But my thing is, bro, I always tell guys when they bring like clothing or play me a song and stuff, it's like, if you have a clothing brand and I don't see any piece of that item on you, I don't believe you, bro, because you don't even believe it that much to wear it. You know, you have to wear that thing every day, bro.
100%.
So that someone sees it. Obviously, I'm not saying wear it every day and not shower. No, like make sure the clothes are clean, but wear it every day. If it's the same tee, wear it every day. If I'm doing something, I'm wearing it all the time, bro. Whether people think I'm repeating it, as long as it's clean, you're gonna ask me one day, what is that? I need that. And for me, it's like those type of steps are very important because you have to really believe in what you're doing first. Before all of us, because if you believe it, then I'm gonna get influenced by you to believe your stuff.
Definitely.
Know? So I don't know if I answered, but that's kind of the steps for me. Like,
no, I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's like I'll give people an example. Someone hit me up the other day. They're like, "Yo, George, I'm a sneaker designer." Then I click on the profile, and it's like there's 6 selfies there. There's not one sneaker design. Then I'm like, "Yo, my guy, your best influence." Is like, okay, I've read your message. I've clicked your profile. There's not one thing about the thing that you do. And this guy's like, yeah, but I'm scared people will steal my designs. I'm like,
you see,
guy,
that's a problem, bro.
So if you don't believe first, like if you haven't, like before you even reaching out, make sure you flooded your page. And it doesn't matter if no one's liked it, but if you flooded your page with your creativity, your art, your ideas, your things, it's like the best form of flattery is someone copying your stuff because people will know. And if 3 people know, trust me, 5 will know and 500 will know, you know? So I think that's powerful advice, bro.
That's it, bro. It's like you just have to do it. And if you don't, like for real, Nike didn't lie to us, bro. You have to do it. Just do it. Bro.
100%.
Like, if you don't do it, if I don't see you wearing it, if I don't see you like playing that song or asking DJs or you'll play the song or maybe playing it, giving your homies to play that. It's like, bro, I don't believe the song. Like, you need to convince me because I'm just a consumer on the stage. I'm trying to understand why you love this thing so much.
Exactly.
And if you don't love it that much.
And I love your analogy of like, bro, you're not even wearing your brand.
You're not wearing it.
Who's going to wear it, bro?
This guy
I love
came
that.
Like, yo, I need you to wear my brand. I'm like, bro, but you're not even wearing one piece. What am I buying your brand for, bro?
100%. 100%. Tell me, do you think taste is something you can develop? Or do you think it's something you're born with?
Nah, you can definitely develop it, man. Everything goes with conditioning, you know. Everything is like you can be conditioned to like anything or to be anyway, you know.
Exactly.
It's all, I don't think, I mean, sometimes, some people, they'll be like, yeah, it's in me, it's not on me, you know. It's true. You know, some people, it's in them, not on them. But it can be on you and you still
develop that way.
Develop that way until it's part of you too. You know?
100%. What are some ways you would suggest people develop their taste?
Just like doing stuff consistently, you know. I mean, that's how conditioning works, but you just have to do something over and over again. It's what is it called? Regimen, right? It gets you into that mind space. So yeah, that's it. You just have to do stuff all over and over again, so until it's in your brain.
I love that you say do, because so many people would say, I just consume stuff. You saying no, it's not about consuming, it's about doing, my brother.
Nah, you can't consume, but we consumed enough, bro. We're old now, you know.
Yeah.
We've done enough consuming. The brain has a lot of stuff now. Now we can use it now, you know. Obviously for the younger guys, same thing.
Yeah.
But still, there's so much examples and blueprints out there. Like you just have to go and see what you really like and explore that. Bro.
100%, bro. Bro, we're manifesting. What's like...
Yeah, let's manifest for real.
What's like... Talk to me across the realm, right? So let's manifest in music. Like who's a collaboration, you know, like, yo, bro, if I have a studio session with this person, we'll make the craziest stuff. Like who, you know, your gut knows, like, yo, if me and this person work together, we could make something crazy. Or if I know I had a vocal from so-and-so, it would be crazy.
I mean, for sure, if I make a song with Skip, you're gonna kill it. You know?
Yeah.
And I've been like privileged to be around him a lot of times.
Crazy,
you know?
bro.
But it's
crazy.
like,
you sent some songs and stuff already?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I've done songs with Jammer and the guys who kind of worked with him before, but yeah, it's like for me right now, I'm still like kind of doing it organically, but that would be a crazy collab that I'm kind of looking forward to. That would be dope. And I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when, you know. Who else, man?
In terms of fashion, give me a few, and even in the painting realm, I want to know like who would be
RP the Virgil, that's it. You know, fashion, Virgil is kind of the blueprint for everything. For me, that's the kind of guy I'm looking at. That guy like he's our blueprint of what we want to do. But especially for me, also the way I am, he's kind of a good blueprint for me. Because then I see him going through things I'm like kind of going through. I'm like, oh damn, okay, maybe this is the way to do it, or maybe just don't do it. You know, like there's so many ways to look at it. So Virgil is definitely one of the people. Obviously, he's passed. Can't work with him now. Yeah, but I just wanted to give him a young mention, you know. But
definitely, bro. And then if there's any others in those realms, feel free to, as they come to mind. I know I've put you on the spot with this question, and just so people 100%. Know we don't send questions to anybody. So it's like real time.
It's good because I was thinking about it.
Yeah, and like, also in the painting realm, is there anyone that you're like, yo, if we could do a mural together, if we could do an exhibition together, or if there's a room that you know, if you did a collaboration, or if there's a product you're like, yo, if I painted the next AP, or if there's, you know, if there's
so
anything
that's crazy
else.
To talk about that because early last year, I got to meet Sloan.
Oh, crazy, bro.
Yeah, so I was doing some stuff with my homie at a venue called Dijon's in London, and my homie told me, pull up on him, he's painting there. So I went, pulled up on him, he was there with his kids. That's definitely one of the guys I want to work with in terms of like collaboration and stuff. Oh, yeah. Just because of how much of a rebel he is in the art world. You know? It's kind of what I believe in the art world too. Is like you have to do whatever you want because everyone is doing whatever they want, bro. Like, why should it be a cap on what you can do or how you should do it? How many this? That guy doesn't care about none of that, you know. Yeah. Which is inspiring. So definitely him. You know, shout out to Sloan too. Man.
Shout out Sloan, man. Yeah, no, his work's been crazy, man. And just his like personality and how he's tackled all these like people getting upset that he's doing collabs with their pieces, and it's like
he's just doing his thing.
He's just doing his thing, bro.
Yeah, he's just saying, forget the rules, bro.
100%, bro. Bro, and as a tastemaker, bro, is there anyone you can put us onto, whether it's in music, whether it's in art? Is there anyone we should be keeping our eyes on, bro?
I mean, there's a lot of, in terms of music, there's a lot of South African DJs.
Please, bro, put us on. Who do we need to keep our eyes on?
Outside, you know, like, it's always so crazy to me to think about how many of these South African DJs who are outside, people don't know. Like, I don't know if you heard of Banshapa. It's a DJ, you know, he's South African. I think he stays in Portugal now. But that's one of the guys who's really doing major stuff internationally, and people don't really know if he's from here or not. Like people don't really know about him. Like a lot of people that have been around him, especially in SA, in our scene, they don't really know about him, but they'll probably know the name, but they don't know that homies, South African homies from here with us, you know. Guys like Floyd Levine, like those type of people, like they're doing such amazing stuff internationally, and they're from here, bro. So I feel like they should also be championed the same way, you know.
Shout out
like,
Floyd, man.
Yeah, shout out Floyd, bro. Shout out Floyd, shout out Barney, shout out to all the homies, shout out to all the South African DJs who are doing it internationally.
Yeah.
With no kind of home glory, you know.
Floyd even did a show in my where my family descent is from in Armenia. He did a show. It's like a small country, bro, where the Kardashians are from. No one really knows it. It's tiny. Okay, did back to back with coffee there. I was like, wow, that's crazy, man.
Bro. That's fire. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So those type of people are the people that want people to check out, and they probably know them. It's just like I need more people to know them, bro.
And if there's anyone else, bro, even if you want to look at your phone on your Spotify, if there's anyone else you're listening to that you feel like we should keep some attention on, if there's anyone else you can think of who's making
most
music.
of them, they're not South African, but like DJs like Bontan, all those guys, yeah, bro, those are guys people should play. They really come in with the Afro vibe, you know. It's like sometimes when I hear Afro house and I hear what's been played, I'm like, you know. But that guy,
really, bro,
I feel like he's really coming with the Afro, you know.
Wow.
So, but there's a lot of like rappers and designers, you know, from like Netherlands. I work a lot with the homies from Daily Paper and the homies from New Originals.
Yeah.
You know, those brands I feel like they're doing very dope. Obviously, Daily Paper is like more of a heritage brand now.
Of course.
New Originals, like the younger bro who's coming out, but he's also
yeah.
shutting it down, you know. So New Originals, I like to shout them out too, man. They're a dope brand to look out for. They do a lot of stuff in SA too, Cape Town, Joe. But so,
incredible, bro. Incredible. Anything else from your side, my brother?
I mean, yeah, I was telling you, I'm coming with a YouTube show now, you know.
Incredible,
that's
bro.
Kind of,
tell us about it, yeah.
It's kind of a show that's basically around my life, all the things I do, you know. Because last year I got too much of the what do you do, you know. And I got the idea, so actually we just shoot the show. When I'm on the road, when I'm with the different artists, different whoever that I'm always with. On my stories, I'm sure you'll see crazy things, right?
Exactly, like, bro. Last night would have been a crazy stream, bro,
so
you know?
Those type of things, I'm putting them on the show, you know? So can I be like, where, if you want to see that stuff,
brilliant, bro.
You go on a YouTube show. It's called You Joking.
You Joking.
Yeah,
when can we expect it, bro?
Bro, literally, I'll say end of March, it should be...
Incredible, bro.
It should be going. You know, I'm just stacking up the episodes right now, making sure the edits are...
Amazing, bro.
Yeah.
How you finding the streaming, bro? How's that world?
The streaming is crazy, man.
Yo, man, there's a new clip every week, dog. There's like people are mining.
You know?
It's crazy.
Speed just came to Cape Town. He stressed people, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Speed. He really took it there, man. But streaming is good, bro.
Incredible.
It's been a couple of maybe 4 years now of me streaming. The first two, obviously, like no one knew I was streaming. I was just doing my own thing. It was kind of a thing I was doing just to chill. Pastime also. It became crazy later. Beginning of 23, it started going crazy. Like the numbers started going a bit crazy. I'm like, what? Okay. It's a lot of followers. And 2023, I got my first Twitch check, you know what I mean?
Amazing,
it's coming in dollars, you know what I mean?
Lovely, bro.
Swipe it up underneath quickly.
That's
so yeah, it's been dope,
bro.
man. And I've done some stuff with Twitch also, like directly with the company.
Amazing,
so done a party in Ibiza. We do like, they also support on a lot of things. They'll push my stream on the homepage, all these different things. It's quite dope, you know.
Amazing. How does it pay more than the other streaming platforms, bro? Or is it like...
No, I think more. The others pay more. I think Kick pays more than Twitch, all that stuff. But I feel like, you know, it's like Bolt and Uber, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
There's
much
Uber,
of a
there's Bolt,
yeah.
Some you can't really trust it that much. Twitch is Uber, obviously.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. And my last question to you, bro, before we wrap up, how would you like to be remembered, bro?
I just want to be remembered as a bro who just love people, man. Like one of my favorite things to do is meeting people. Like I like meeting a new person, whether you're a guy, girl, old lady. That's what gives me life every day. Walking on the street, talking to random people. That's me, bro. So I just want to be remembered as someone who loves being around people, bro. You know, however, in whatever capacity, music, art, whatever. I just want to be around people, bro. I love human beings as much as they're crazy, bro. We love them, bro.
Incredible, bro. Incredible. Shout out to you, my brother.
Come
Thank you so
on.
much for this, bro. It's
Big
been
up,
incredible,
man.
bro.
Thank you for having me,
Yeah,
man.
bro. It's been amazing to watch your journey, bro. It's amazing to see how you move. It's amazing to sit here with you because you get a sense of how you think and how you imagine things and how you put things together. And thanks for being so open to share the information with us,
no
bro.
doubt, man. Shout out to you too, bro. You've been going crazy with
Appreciate
the show.
it, bro.
The show's doing very well, man. You know.
Appreciate it, bro.
So
We'll do a walking one next,
Yeah,
bro.
let's
We'll
go.
do something crazy.
Let me get
bro.
my shoes ready for the walk.
Yeah, sounds good. Shout out, my brother. That was crazy,
Think
man.
about it,
Thank you,
man.
Thank you, brother.
Let's go.
Fire, bro.
Yo, that was nice, man.